And we did it, guys. We are here. That's right, Shell. We did it. September 1st, 2025. I have reformatted some of my overlays, so bear with me. Let me know if you like it better or worse. I can always change it back. But guys, it's Monday. It's Labor Day. People are taking the day off and just like doing nothing. I don't know why. And the news is being just as silly. So you know what? We're going to be here to report on it. Because that's what we do. Because why? Well, because turns out X is now the top source of news in America, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, guys. I actually might need to move. Just bear with me just a second. I am actually moving the chat window over just a hair. All right, that should be fine there. We'll see if I put it there. It should show up over, I think. Okay. And we're here, guys. Yep. Doing it live. Top source of news in America is X, guys. That's us. That's you. That's me. That's all of the people that contribute, that write articles, that share information, post videos. Guys, we are way more reliable than the mainstream media. Why? Well, A, the mainstream media has been working for the government effectively for decades and just really aren't very honest. And one of the things that just proves that is our first story here. CBS has been caught deceptively editing out Kristi Noem's interview where she refers to Kilmar Abrego Garcia as an MS-13 gang member who was a wife beater and solicited nude photos from minors. Guys, the media is corrupt. They cover for criminals. Let's just check it out real quick, should we?
And the one thing that we will continue to do is to make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America.
And as you can see, aired on CBS. See how it's different now, because she's still talking and they just cut it off.
This individual was a known human smuggler, a MS-13 gang member, an individual who was a wife beater, and someone who was so perverted that he solicited nude photos from minors. And even his fellow human traffickers told him to knock it off. He was so sick in what he was doing and how he was treating small children. So he needs to never be in the United States of America, and our administration is making sure we're doing all that we can to bring him to justice.
Oh, and then, oh, look, now we're going to cut back. Now CBS is going to carry it.
And the one thing that we will continue to do is to make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America.
Oh, that's it. That's all they broadcast. Out of that entire statement, just that part. They left off the part about, oh, I don't know, the fact that he's a horrible criminal that should not be walking our streets. If you watch the mainstream media, like I think Denzel Washington had a quote a while back about it, but it's like, if you don't watch the media, you are uninformed. But if you do consume traditional media, you are misinformed. Guys, this is terrible. What's up, Karen? Let's go. That's right. Let's post out the live, guys. Make sure we I don't think we're going to break 1,000 again, guys. I appreciate everybody on the weekly update episode. Y'all were amazing. We hit 1,057 views. Definitely a personal best, guys. But post out the live. Send in your memes. Let's get there. And then, again, with the media, guys, like it's a terrible, terrible thing. This is what they're doing to us. You can see here, I incorporated some of the memes here in with the stories. But the government holding the people while the media shoves propaganda right down your throat. It just happens in this cartoon that the propaganda was about the alphabet people. But hey, could be something else like immigration, like from our last story, right? Also, if you want, you can check out my website. Go to the website that is in my profile. You can find various ways to support me. You can find merch, guys, Patriot Dad shirts. You can find all kinds of stuff. You can buy me a coffee. You can do all kinds of stuff. Disgraceful CBS. Yeah, they're pretty fucking awful. Like real bad. Like almost all of them are, guys. It's not like they're uniquely bad. The Communist News Network is pretty bad. ABC, NBC, like they're all just fucking awful. Is there anything good down here? Exactly. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's all they do. So thank you, Conservative Alternative, for posting this one out for us. It's always nice of you to share, Sam. We're going to move on from the media and go straight into government because our government and elections section Guys, we're heading into November. It's gonna be here sooner than you think. Americans overwhelmingly support voter ID, except for scum Democrats because they cheat and steal elections. Guys, think about it. Who is against voter ID? Ask yourself, why are they against voter ID? It's interesting that the only states the Democrats carried in the last election were ones that did not require voter ID. Interesting. Voter ID must be a part of every single vote, no exceptions. I will be doing an executive order to that end. Also, no mail-in voting, except for those who are very ill, far away military. Use paper ballots only. President Donald Trump. Yes, I agree. How fast before another rogue federal judge strikes down this executive order? Guys, the rogue judges are going to keep doing what rogue judges do. They're going to keep roguing. We just got to start ignoring them. You can't have a single federal judge, one of 700, that has more power than the president when it takes a majority of the Supreme Court to override the president. Like, that's just fucking wild. The fact that we even listen to these federal judges at all, these universal rulings that they put out, crap. Just pure crap, guys. Even Fox now. Yeah, Karen, you're 100% right. Fox, just as bad. They're just as bad, guys. Like, people are like, oh, you must just watch Fox News. It's like, no, I watch none of it. It's trash. That's why I have X, guys, because X is the news now. Like, the mainstream media is dying. It needs to die. Also, in government, guys, Sam posting out here that Trump finally seems to be opening up to the possibility that Operation Warp Speed might not have been as successful as everybody or he thought. We've been pushing back on Trump on this topic for years. He was very proud about Operation Warp Speed. Like, I get it. You got a vaccine out real fast. But the problem is the vaccine was poisoning and killing people. So good job getting it out quickly. Unfortunately, the end result is a lot of people dead. But Trump was very attached to it, and he tends to be very prideful. So it took a while, but it looks like he's finally coming around. You got to look, the highlighted part there, I hope Operation Warp Speed was as brilliant as many say it was. There's some cracks in the armor there, guys. I think he's finally starting to realize that it wasn't really as good a thing as he was hoping it would be. And I hope he gets on board with everybody else who realizes that it was poison. So it's good to see him actually making a little progress on this. This was one of the more frustrating things that he would bring up periodically that really annoyed the MAGA base. It's like, hey, everything else you're doing is wonderful. And he'd be like, yeah, Operation Warp Speed was awesome. And everyone's like, bro, read the fucking room. Read the room. Nobody liked it except you. Just let it go. I hope he's finally letting it go. We move on and see Pete Hegseth is announcing an internal audit of the Bill Gates Foundation company. Bill Gates founded, company Microsoft's digital cloud systems for being used by Chinese nationals to hack the DOD.
Last month, the Department of Defense was made aware of an Obama-Biden-era legacy program called Digital Escorts. For nearly a decade, Microsoft has used Chinese coders, remotely supervised by U.S. contractors, to support sensitive DoD cloud systems. The program was designed to comply with contracting rules, but it exposed the department to unacceptable risk. I mean, if you're thinking America first and common sense, this doesn't pass either of those tests. So I initiated an immediate review of this vulnerability, and I want to report our initial findings. So the use of Chinese nationals to service Department of Defense cloud environments, it's over.
Nope.
Yeah,
We've issued a formal
idea.
letter of concern to Microsoft documenting this breach of trust, and we're requiring a third-party audit of Microsoft's digital escort program, including the code and the submissions by Chinese nationals.
Yeah, guys, the fact that Microsoft was allowing this is wild. Like, I hope it's a misunderstanding. I hope it's not real. But, guys, this investigation is going to turn up things, and it's probably not going to be good for them. Chatban says, welcome to the elite club of blue check marks. That's right. Karen, welcome back to the blue check mark land. Also, Chatban, congratulations participating in the circumcision of Freckled Liberty's kid. So, good job. I was poisoned by Moderna. Holy shit, Karen. That's... Like, really? That's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Yeah, thankfully I didn't take any of that. Like, none of it. But I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's not permanent or long lasting. I know a lot of people have some pretty bad complications from them. But yeah, guys, here, Microsoft's being put on notice. They're being investigated for allowing foreign nationals to touch systems that were part of DOD systems. Guys, that is not a good thing at all. Here we are on Labor Day, America workers first. Yes, the tariffs, everything else, government policies, everything they're doing, their mission is clear, guys. The American worker is who they're fighting for. Even though the Democrats used to be the party of the American worker, they seem to have flipped, and now they are all about big government, and they hate the people. So don't know what that's all about. Also, remember, guys, you make it, they take it. That's just how the government works. They tax you when you earn it. They tax you when you spend it. They tax you when you save it. It needs to end. Yeah, taxation is theft, guys. I don't really care what you think. Like, individual taxes, just more tariffs. Just pay for the federal government through tariffs, and then we'll pay individual excise taxes or individual taxes for things that we actually vote for. This generalized income tax needs to go away. The generalized sales tax, like, God, so many things. Like, we pay sales tax on gas tax. That is that we use. See, like, we use money. So we work, we make money. That gets taxed. Then if we invest it, it gets taxed. Then if we spend it, it gets taxed. So, like, you work, you get paid money, that gets taxed. Then you take that money that you were taxed on, that you worked for and earned, and then you turn around and buy stuff like gasoline, which has taxes. And then at the subtotal of that, after the tax of gas tax, they add on sales tax. So you're paying a tax on your tax using money that you've already been taxed on. Like, the whole system is just fucked, guys. Like, something needs to change. It is not sustainable. The tax rates are so much higher now than when the revolution happened. It's not even funny. But I do appreciate this. Wall Street Mav posted this one. Big fan. Speaking of the federal judiciary, guys, and how stupid they are, federal judge named Sparkle Suknanen. Like, like, guys, I can't. I just can't. Like, this is like some made up shit. We live in some weird reality. So Sparkle here overruled President Trump on deportation. Judge Sparkle is from Trinidad. She became a federal judge less than 6 months ago, so she gets to overrule the president. Yeah, this is a Biden-appointed federal judge from Trinidad. Decided to just override the president. Yeah, you let me know if you think that should be legit. I think Sparkle needs to go. Decided. You think Sparkle needs to and just go away. J.B. Pritzker sticks his nose in it again. Trump's trying to steal the midterms by making illegal immigrants afraid to vote. Guys, they're saying the quiet part out loud. They always say that, oh, don't worry, guys, illegals don't vote. But then they get afraid that you're going to have ICE agents scaring illegals away from polling places. Please help me make this make sense. Let's just listen to 17 seconds of this fatty. Let's go.
This is a part of his plan to do something really nefarious, which is to interfere with elections in 2026. He wants to have troops on the ground to stop people from voting, to intimidate people from going to the voting booth.
Which people? Which people, Mr. Pritzker?
So take note. That is what this is all about.
Which people, Mr. Pritzker? Which people? Which people do you think that these troops and ICE agents are going to be scaring? Please tell me. So we leave government and head into DOGE, guys. We have Robert Johnson is running for Keene City Council up there in New Hampshire. Uncovered some things, guys. The public library receives almost $2 million from the city of Keene for fiscal year 2026. I'm not okay with taxes being used to promote an LGBTQ plus youth book club in our local public library. As Keene's next city councilor, notice he's already saying he's going to win. I hope he does. What? I will not allow our taxes to be used to fund this. Yeah, guys. Oh, Karen, he definitely said the quiet part out loud. Like, more and more as the Democrats are challenged on these topics, they are saying the quiet part out loud. They're just admitting it openly now. And you know what? We're just going to have to get used to it, because that's the new tactic, guys. They're going to just try and play on our emotions and try and make us think that, oh, we should care. Guess what, guys? I don't care. I don't care at all. Illegals should not be voting. That's it. I do care that stuff like this doesn't keep happening. He is so hilariously fat and stupid. Yeah, JB Pritzker is just a slovenly human being, that's for sure. Wall Street Apes posting out here, Kennedy Jr. announced U.S. taxpayers are spending $72.9 million per day for soda and candy for people on food stamps. That's $26.6 billion a year for candy and soda. He said we spend $405 million a day on food stamps. That's what taxpayers are spending. 10% is going to sugary drinks. Another 8% is going to candy. We're poisoning 60% of our kids who are getting food stamps. The poorest kids, the kids that can least afford to get sick, and we are poisoning them. We are deeming them diabetes. I assume they mean giving or dooming them to diabetes. And then we're paying for it up front with food stamps. We're paying for it again with Medicaid and the rest for the rest of their lives. Yeah, it is a wild thing, guys, that with taxpayer money, we are paying for candy and soda for people with food stamps. We definitely need to change what is allowed to be purchased with food stamps, guys. If I am going to be compensating somebody for not working and helping them get nutrition assistance, then they should be getting nutrition. Like, anybody else think that makes sense? Is that everybody with me on that one? If I'm paying for nutrition assistance, they should be getting nutrition. That is the way it should happen. Gotta love the kids. They're just being their normal rambunctious self right before it. Hang on a second. All right. Looks like they're settling in. They just ran up from downstairs. I'm kind of wondering what they were doing. I'll have to ask somebody else. But yeah, guys, why are we paying for this? Like, does anybody else think that we should be paying for this? I'm used to things being on this side, guys. Does anyone know why we're paying for this? This should not be paid for with taxpayer funds. So good job exposing that. Libs of TikTok. Guys, HUD is going to require proof of U.S. citizenship to receive Section 8. Is anybody else wondering, wait a minute? Because I did. When I saw this story, I was like, wait, what? We don't currently require you to be a U.S. citizen to get Section 8? So we're paying for people to live in Section 8 that aren't here legally? Like, what? Why? Like, I was making fun of Europe for being this retarded. And here we are doing it. Not one single penny of our tax dollars should be going to illegals. I agree. 100%. 100%. $0 for illegals, guys. We're paying for shit? Oh, yeah, chat band. We're paying for it. Karen, they need their Red Lobster. I would rather fund Red Lobster with EBT than candy and soda. What's up, Flash? Let's go. I need to move my soundboard so that I can get to it easier now that I've rearranged my desk. But yeah, guys, do me a favor, post out the live. But yeah, apparently taxpayers are allowing illegals Section 8 housing. Complete dog shit. Also, Gardner, great work here. I do my best, Karen. It's always a challenge. I appreciate you showing up in the comments on some posts. But if it's an account with less than 1,000 followers and not a verified account, like, don't bother engaging with them. It's probably just a troll account. It's not even real. But I do appreciate it, Karen. Thank you. Michigan discovered 4,277 ghost jobs. They were taking the money and they were diverting it to political causes, guys. Democrats in Michigan were creating thousands of fake jobs and laundering the money back to themselves. Does anyone else think this should be like, okay, you're going to prison, you're going to prison. Like, everybody should be going to prison at this point. Like, that's absolutely fucking wild that they're just creating fake jobs and taking the payroll for those fake jobs and they're diverting it to themselves. Just
Nope.
Just no. So yeah, good job on covering these. Guys, we need to do something about it though. What is Michigan going to do about it? Are they going to put somebody in jail? Are they going to change this? They need to. Moving on into immigration, guys, we talk about taxpayer funds going to illegals. Well, if you're in the UK, asylum seekers are now being given £300,000 townhouses with en-suites, EV charging points, underfloor heating, while the locals are battling to get on the property ladder. Yeah, guys, locals can't even get a property, and they are handing asylum seekers housing for free. So you can't tell me, Keir Starmer, I'm putting you on fucking notice, dude. Like, every time you post some bullshit on X where you're like, I am all about controlling migration, and if you're not supposed to be here, we're going to send you back. Guy, you're doing this. All right? It's total bullshit. It's fucked. Like, nobody that lives there should be okay with this. And then you got this. This is London, guys. Does this look like London to anybody? Is this what London should look like? I don't even care if they handpicked the perfect corner, that this is the only corner and the only street that this happens in London. I don't care. Like, this should not be happening in London. And the fact that it is, Keir Starmer, you should be embarrassed. The UK government should be embarrassed. And if you want to keep posting random crap online that you're going to come at me as an American citizen for calling you out on it, get bent. Crispy says the UK has fallen. It absolutely has. It was conquered. It was a inverse. What did I see it? An inverse crusade where they invited the Muslims in to conquer. Elon Musk here pointing out the government in Britain is bribing hotel owners with multi-million-pound contracts for 7 years to house illegal migrants. Their goal is obviously to amplify and extend the illegal migrant tidal wave, not reduce it. Anyone saying otherwise is a liar. Thankfully, this good man rejected the bribe. Yeah, so we have stories of hotel operators that are rejecting multi-million-dollar contracts that they are being offered by the government to house migrants. Taxpayers, guys. Taxpayers are funding their own destruction. It's crazy. And as Mike Benz here posts, it is not British that are raping themselves. So if you look at this, sexual offense in London by nationality. The bottom axis, the x-axis, is charged per 10,000. The y-axis is the nationality, guys. So the lowest, 6.5 per 10,000, British. And it goes all the way up. You look at those top 5, Afghanistan, Eritrea, Algeria, Somalia, and Sudan. They are importing their own destruction. They are putting their own children at risk, and they do so willingly. So, UK government, you have failed your people. I really hope somebody replaces you before you're conquered, because otherwise, we're going to have to denuclearize you. We will. This is a great meme that Rothmus gets some good ones out there, but when you live in England and your friend asks you to go out for a meal, it's too dangerous with all the sand people around. I don't know, guys. This is just funny to me. Maybe I just have a dark sense of humor. But, guys, look what they're doing. Look what the people are doing to the people in the UK. They deserve it. Human trafficker says it's inhumane to be trafficked to another country. This is in reference to them saying that they were going to deport Kilmar Obrega Garcia to Uganda. because they couldn't send them to El Salvador. So it's like, okay, fine. We're going to send you to Uganda. So now we have Uganda Man. Guys, you just can't make this stuff up. Homeland Security. They're just straight up government accounts are now calling out the New York Times for just being trash. Oh, Karen says, just look at the Roosevelt Hotel in, what's NUC? Is that supposed to be North Carolina or is that New York City? NYC? U is right next to Y. I believe that's NYC. Yeah, guys, it's true. They've been doing that here too. They're putting up immigrants, illegals in the hotels. We saw it. They closed down schools for citizens. And I believe it was Chicago, if I remember that story correctly. It was one of the major cities. I believe it was Chicago, but they closed down public schools for citizens to make room to house illegal immigrants in the schools. But anyways, the failing New York Times is peddling another disgusting sob story for a criminal illegal. Orville Altoria was convicted of murder. And absolutely revolting that the New York Times is actively defending convicted murderers over American citizens. DHS will continue enforcing the law at full speed without apology. So the headline the New York Times ran with, guys, man who served his time in U.S. is deported to an African prison. He was convicted of murder. Why should he stay here? Why? Karen says, what flags are acceptable in the UK? I would say the white and red and the Union Jack. I think that's the correct answer. Are you going for a different answer, Karen? Hey guys, the New York Times is just dog shit. Don't read it. Don't support them. We're gonna just bash them here, but like don't support them. Oh, we already had this story a little earlier from somebody else, but Gunther also posted about it. Was HUD was going to remove illegal aliens from Section 8, require proof of citizenship, as they should. Yes, New York City. Thank you. Also, it turns out the 3 people that were killed by this asshat that made the illegal U-turn, turns out, as pointed out here, only in America can an illegal immigrant cross from Mexico, get a CDL in California, kill 3 people in an illegal U-turn, and literally nobody involved was American. Because the 3 victims of the Florida 18-wheeler U-turn crash were identified as Haitian immigrants. Guys, I just can't. Like, it's not that it's not still sad. It is. Like, this guy should still, like, definitely not be here. But how is it that there are so many illegals? And that on top of the 55 million visa holders, guys. 55 million visa holders. Ugh. So we're going to leave immigration, guys, and we're going to go straight into culture because there's quite a lengthy culture section today. The UK is arresting people for retweets. So not only are they housing criminal aliens or migrants, not only are they hiding grooming gangs, not only are they putting them up in free housing, but they are also arresting the citizens for things like retweets and cartoons. So free speech has not been abolished in the UK, and we'll jail anyone who says it has been. Well played, Mrs. B. But yeah, guys, it's crazy to me that while they let all these other things go, they let an immigrant that raped a 12 or 13-year-old go after days in prison, who turned around and then raped another. I think it was a 12-year-old the first time and a 13-year-old the second time. I don't have that story pulled up. I think I have that story for Wednesday because it just came out. But guys, they're just letting these migrants go. No issue. But then they're arresting and giving prison sentences for saying mean things on the internet. Karen sent this one out to me. I have to play this for you guys because it's just so damn true. But
You're incapable of being happy?
Why do you say that?
Because women with curly hair buy a straight, women with straight hair buy a curler. Women with dark hair dye it blonde. Women with blonde hair dye it dark. Women with big boobs, they get a breast reduction. Women with small boobs, they get implants. I mean, you can't make that species happy.
Nope.
If they're light skinned, they want to get darker. There is no making them happy. They got eyebrows. They shave them off and draw new ones on. There is no making that species happy. When the Almighty created woman, He created a weird animal.
Yeah, guy was cooking. Like thank you for sharing that one, Karen. That one definitely highlight of my day. But conservative alternative Sam here posting a repost or commenting on Charlie Kirk's original post that if you're 18 and you think you're the opposite sex, you have a mental illness. If you're 8 and you think your mother has a mental illness. Yeah. And then at the bottom, somebody said the weak father is the key. Well, conservative alternatives comment, a mentally ill mother plus a weak father equals confused children, guys. We just had the shooting last week, right? Minneapolis. Another trans identifying person, obviously mentally ill. Here we go. Roughly 500 million living in the U.S. and only 340 are citizens. Ooh, yeah, that's not a surprising number. Yeah, here, guys, tell me that we don't have a mental health crisis. What do you guys think?
Buddy, we're coming raw, no lube, so bend the fuck over, fat boy.
Yeah, he's talking to Donald Trump. The guy is dressed and painted like Joker. I'm sure he's very well adjusted, has no mental illnesses, and probably doesn't need to be investigated by, I don't know, the FBI and the Secret Service, please. Like, this guy, like, this is the guy's post. It's like, Joker. Why so serious? The revolution begins here and now. FAFO, it's all gonna burn. He has a link tree. Don't use Linktree, guys. It's a trash program. Hire Time Chain Consulting and Siraj to build you a Linktree replacement that looks much nicer. You can check mine out. Go to patriotdad.org and you can see for yourself. Much nicer, much cleaner, and way more secure, guys. Way more secure. Again, Time Chain Consulting. Siraj hooked me up. I mean, I paid for it. It's not a sponsored deal. I'm just talking to you guys about it because I liked the end result. So check them out. They did good work. Don't do Linktree, guys. Linktree is not secure at all. Oh, the irony. Just a reminder that obesity kills way more people than gun violence, but there's still no march to end it, which ironically would literally help end it. Yeah, guys, we need to have a march against obesity. I'm glad the government protects me from dangerous foods like raw milk. Yeah. Guys, our culture is cooked. Like, they're so focused on guns. They really want to disarm us. Do you know why they want to disarm us? Every time that disarming us loses favor or drops off the news cycle, do you know what you see? I'm sure it's just a coincidence, guys, but it really does seem like every time disarming the populace is not popular, we get another mass shooting that involves a bunch of white kids to tug on people's heartstrings to try and get you to agree to give up your guns. Don't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Nope.
You ain't going to catch me giving those things. Hell no. And in Chicago, here's another reason why you shouldn't. 35 people shot over the weekend, guys. 5 fatally. Chicago, just this weekend. And what are they doing? They are protesting law enforcement actions to try and get rid of the crime. So you can see that in the little picture right here. Don't remove crime from our cities because they need it, guys. They need it to continue to justify the arguments to disarm you. They need it to justify removing your other rights. They need to make it so you can take more of your money. Like, they always use it as justification, guys. And as Tony here points out, and we will watch this real quick. What do you guys think? Let me know. Of course, there's music. I'll just read it because apparently it's just music. But if Black Lives Matter, then why aren't Democratic politicians celebrating the fact that not a single black person has been killed in D.C. since Trump sent the National Guard? What do you guys think? Do you think they actually think that Black Lives Matter? Why don't they ever talk about violence when it's black on black violence? Why isn't there any call for, I don't know, assistance in places like Chicago to help end it? Like, can't we work to minimize the number of black people that are dying? Can't we bring back manufacturing jobs to give the communities a tax base, to give the people more hope, to give them their dignity back? Can't we get them employment? I don't know. That kind of seems like what the tariffs are for. So Trump's tariffs are trying to get their jobs back. Yeah. And then the police actions are trying to make their communities safe again. So we're trying to make their communities safe, and we're trying to give them their dignity and their jobs back. That seems like everybody should be voting Trump. Why aren't they? I don't know. Probably because the mainstream media keeps telling you that Trump is evil and bad and he's not your friend. Yeah. Yeah, march them to end their obesity. You could. That is a nice twist on the words, Karen. I like it. You force march them to end obesity. I'll allow it. Got to remember, guys, taking away the guns ain't going to help because evil exists in this world. It's been around since the beginning. Here's a depiction of Cain and Abel from Genesis in the Bible, guys. People have been killing people with various things forever. People wouldn't kill each other if we banned guns. Yeah, people before guns. And by before guns, they mean like some of the first people ever from Genesis. Stone. And then you wonder why. I wonder why everyone's so unhinged. I wonder why everybody could be losing their minds. I wonder why everybody's so soft. I wonder why everyone's so emotional. I wonder why women vote progressive. Oh, look. And then they did a study that says the use of hormonal contraceptives by tens of millions of women, especially white women, guys. So you wonder why we have so many awfuls, the angry white female urban liberals. This might be it. But population level side effects on behavior, including political behavior. Weird. Being on hormonal birth control might be changing the way that women view politics. I don't recommend that you put women on this. I don't. There's an entire generation now that's been on it. Look at our birth rates. Look at our culture. Look at everything. Are we better off? No. No, we are not. I'm going to just play this one clip. There was a whole bunch of clips that came out for this today, but this is PBD did a, what do they call this? Surrounded with Jubilee. But yeah, capitalism is bad. Yeah, let's see this real quick. That's what PBD is a billionaire, guys.
On your resume,
It says that.
What do you have on your resume? Skill set. What do you offer?
Transportation expertise, logistics expertise.
You consider yourself a hard worker.
I mean, I feel
You
like
said
80 hours a week.
That's a
something
hard
like that.
worker.
Sure.
How about we do this? How about I interview you and I give you a job? Would you move to Fort
Okay.
Lauderdale?
Ooh, man, that's Florida. Sure, why not?
Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Sure, why not?
How about you and I document this? After this, you come, I do an interview with you, and I give you a job. And let's see what you do 90 days later.
Okay.
That's true. It is in the water, Karen. Hormonal birth control has been around so long, and it does not get filtered out by traditional metropolitan water treatment systems. That ends up in the water systems. It ends up in the food, and then we eat the food. Like, it's everywhere, guys. We really just need to stop it and let those levels start dissipating naturally over time. If we continue to just pump out hormonal birth control and just fill people with it, it's just going to end very, very badly. Karen also says that BLM is responsible for 40,000 excess deaths since 2014. Yeah, that seems like a lot.
Okay, and I'll look up your company and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see it.
But you
like,
see what just happened
regardless,
right there? Well,
Mike,
watch what you
Yep. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll move maybe. But you know what? But before I took that job, I'd want to look up your company. Why?
just did.
sure.
You just said you applied to 477 companies who's not gone back to you.
Yeah.
A business owner who's hiring aggressively just made an offer to you. You said you're willing to move. Then you said, I'll look at it. You became selective.
I didn't
You
say I look at it.
contradicted
If you'd let
yourself.
me finish my sentence.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
I would like to look into your company to
Yeah.
see exactly what you guys do,
You would like to.
because I don't know what you guys do.
Does it really matter? Like, this is the thing is, okay, look, I've changed careers 3 times in my life, completely different careers. I've moved from California to Nebraska to Virginia. So I've moved across the entire country. I've changed careers 3 times. The people that say that they can't find work, they are unwilling to move, they're being super selective about the job or the career, they think that they are better than the positions that they could get. So they're applying for positions that are way high in a company. Instead of, what did everyone tell you growing up? What did they say? They say, get your foot in the door. They say, apply for anything that you can get. And then once you're in the company, it's much easier to move around inside the company. Just get your foot in the door. Right? But people like this, these people that are super selective and they're like, oh, I just can't find work. I've applied for thousands of jobs. And it's like, you keep applying for fucking CEO jobs, you muppet. Like, what are we doing? Go take a job as a fucking janitor and move up. Thanks, Christina. Where's Christina? Are you on the stream? Are you on the chat, Christina? Did I miss it? Well, if you are in the chat, hello. Welcome to the chat, Christina. Yeah, but this bum, let's just hear the last part of it.
Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, I may be wasting my time going. If you guys are a finance company, if you guys are a bank,
does it fucking matter? Like this is I'm not even gonna play the rest of it. If you want to watch this, I actually encourage you to go watch this episode on Jubilee, because Patrick Bet David, it was a master class, guys. He just dismantled all of them. Go watch it. You'll enjoy it. Here, left-leaning Americans average fewer than 2 children per woman, whereas conservatives are nearing 3, resulting in the widest fertility gap recorded. So guess what, guys? Their ideas are also dead ends. The future, if we continue on the path that we're on, the future will be conservative because conservatives are having more kids. Unfortunately, if we continue to import criminal aliens at the rate we're doing, we will also have a future that is not American. We're going to replace ourselves, which is retarded. We should stop doing that. This is what wealth looks like in 2025, guys. Go find a way to make it happen. Go do it. I've got 2. I wouldn't mind a 3rd or 4th. I don't know. We'll find out. But guys, this is what wealth is. Don't listen to the third wave feminists and all the crazy people out there that try and tell you that this is oppression. This is not oppression. This is wonderful. We should support it. I love it. It is my goal. Look at that. Happy kids. Everyone's smiling. Yeah, sure, the economy sucks, and sometimes this isn't very easy to get. But you know why he's smiling? He's smiling because of them. He doesn't give a shit what he just fought out in the world, what he just had to go through to pay bills and make ends meet. He doesn't care. You know why he doesn't care? Because of them. Because as soon as you come in that front door, all that shit gets left outside. Kara says he ate those losers. Yeah, definitely watch that episode of Jubilee, guys. I think they thought it was going to go different. They may not leave that episode up very long. There have been 521 documented attacks on Catholic churches in America since May of 2020. Yeah, guys. The war has started. If you actually look at the map, the war has started. And yet, as Gardner there in the comments points out, we just sit back and pretend it's not a war against Christianity in the United States. You look at that map and tell me it's not a war. That war started already. And you know what? Just as a little bit of a palate cleanser as we transition out of this section, we have a nice culture video for us where sometimes a Spartan kick is the temporary fix for the fatigue. The fatigue is referencing black fatigue and how black people tend to behave in public places sometimes. It's not all of them. I'm not saying it's all of them. It's just like Carnival Cruises and Waffle Houses and Walmarts for some reason. Very afflicted in these cities, but just check this out. So this guy's just like, oh yeah, check this out. I'm going to keep fucking with the door so people can't carry on with their day because I'm an idiot. Because fuck everybody else, I'm more important than everybody. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that just happened, but just check this out, guys. Look at that foot. Look at that foot. Look at that foot. Okay, watch, guys. Watch this kick. Whoop. Christina says, I got spayed 15 years ago, and now I have way more time to work hard, pay taxes, and support my local deadbeats. Welcome to the chat, Christina. What's up, sister? Yeah, guys. This guy got Spartan yeeted out of this. Just like, we're tired of you. Stop fucking with the door. Just get out. And he gets real mad. Bye. Why are you so mad, bro? We're gonna leave that and go into the women's section, guys. We have a section on women today. There just wasn't enough room in the culture section for all of these, so I just decided to make its own section. Norwegian influencer called off her wedding with Victor Boniface, whatever. This 304 decided to call off a wedding with this soccer player because it was for love, right? It was for love. Oh, except when she learned that all of his assets were in his mother's name. Isn't it weird that, suddenly the money's out of reach and suddenly the love just shrivels and dies? That's weird. I only reposted once. I don't know why X went nuts with crediting me. Hey, I don't know, Christina. Just repost it again then. I don't know. Guys, repost the live. Get some more folks in here. What's our count at? I still can't see that shit and it annoys me. What is it? 165. Fucking rookie numbers, guys. Let's pump those numbers up. Yep. This warmed my heart, guys. This warmed my heart. Look at this story. This guy fucking won life. As Owen Schroyer points out, God is good, folks. This man won a $273 million lottery jackpot right after his wife divorced him. Oh, it couldn't have happened to a nicer lady. This guy, big W. Yep, I'll just leave you guys there. Also, West Virginia threw a nice meme out there, guys. Had to include this one, so thank you, West Virginia, for your contribution. But I think women have a hard time deciding where to eat because the last time they decided, they doomed all of humanity. Oh, guys. This is in reference to Adam and Eve, obviously, but still funny. Still funny. Tom Likas trying to hold women accountable is hilarious, guys.
Why don't you ever talk about the men that don't pay child support?
Because it's women like you who spread your legs with guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
Yeah. You chose to have kids with them. Why is that everybody else's fault?
Oh, no.
The women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Why nobody can ever talk to you because you don't let anybody...
People talk to me all day long. You can't talk to me.
No, I'm trying to talk to you and you're talking over...
Dear, don't tell me how to do a radio show. I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't need your help.
Oh, okay.
This lady is trying to tell a dude that's been doing talk radio for 25 years how to do his job. Like, oh, God, Karens. I'm sorry, Karen. It's not your fault. We love you, Karen. But, like, Karens in general, like, holy shit, man.
Okay, let me. Can I please just say this? I was married once before, okay? Mm-hmm. My husband and I...
Just once?
I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him beating me for 2 years, I left him.
Really?
2 years.
But why did you tolerate it for 2 years? Can you tell me why you tolerated being beaten for 2 years? I'd like to hear about this.
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
Okay, she was stupid. Yeah.
Hey, I agree.
Hey, West Virginia, good to see you in the chat. I just had your meme up.
With you.
There you go.
You were stupid. No doubt about it. And now what are you going to complain that he doesn't pay child support? A guy who beat you for 2 years? Imagine that. The guy is irresponsible.
Right.
He beat me.
Guys, they just will not take accountability. And it's not all women, guys. It's not all women. It's these progressive women. It's these awful women. It's just the way that it is. If you're not willing to take accountability for your actions, just don't do anything, please. You've been watching on YouTube. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Thank you, West Virginia. And thank you for the Adam and Eve meme. That was a good one. We're going to go right into memes, guys. It's kind of thin today, but that's fine. We've been going on for a while. We're almost an hour. Look at this. Phoenix Ammunition's had some real good ones in the last week, guys. But if you press them... if you press them all at once, it sounds exactly like you're at a leftist protest. Like, I'm sorry. This is just funny. As a person with small children, I actually know what all of those buttons sound like. And I think they are correct that if you push them all at once, it will sound just like a leftist protest. And a leftist protest looks like a barnyard. So that makes a lot of sense. If anyone saw Greta's haircut today, get real quick in the chat. Can you find Greta? Just tell me which one's Greta. Easy on the name shame. And Karen, like I said, I'm stipulating it's not you, Karen. We love you. You're the best Karen. You're the best Karen of all Karens. Especially with that blue check mark now. Looking real snazzy. But a lot of these liberal women out there, guys, not doing great things. But yeah, where is Greta? What do you think? Also, the comparisons to He-Man and Lord Farquaad today were... I just can't. But yeah, that's Greta in the middle, guys. Like, I don't know what happened to her. I know she's a little on the spectrum. I know that she just jumps from one cause to another. Whatever's popular in the news, whether it's Palestine or Gaza or environmentalism or whatever. Like, I think they just had a picture that their convoy that was supposed to be leaving to deliver supplies or food to Gaza just turned back around. The last time she almost got there, they got detained by Israel and deported, which was hilarious. Yeah, guys, Greta is just a disaster. She's a mouthpiece. She is the best Karen for sure. I assume you mean our Karen, not Greta, West Virginia. But history matters. Steve loves ammo. When you actually start researching the history of literally anything the government has ever done, fuckery, you have advanced fuckery and you have super advanced fuckery. I would also say they probably have some ultra advanced fuckery. Also, you see in the comments more fuckery. Guys, the government is just so twisted. Like, so little of what they do is honest. It's really unfortunate, actually. I wish they were more honest. I wish they were more transparent. But they're not. You can open one hand and shit in the other, and you can find out which one fills up first. And I will tell you, it's probably going to be the latter, not the former. This one from Crispy, guys. This is a spicy meme. So thank you for your contributions, Crispy. As always, your memes are always an adventure. The target area is 2 inches wide. It's a small thermal exhaust port right below the main port. The shaft leads directly to the reactor. Oh, that's no moon. Oh, Crispy. I just can't, man. I appreciate you, though. I really do. Oh, I think we have one more. It's a little short video. Yep, Crispy, thank you very much.
I've seen several angry posts recently. One in particular stood out. A man in front of a pride flag cheering on attacks against people of faith. His message was simple. You mocked us, now it's your turn. He isn't just one voice in the crowd. He represents a growing mindset. A mindset that doesn't simply walk away from religion. It seeks to burn it down.
Yep.
And in its place, it worships only the self.
Yep.
I call this godless narcissism.
And guys, we just talked about this in church on Sunday with multiple different passages. I even posted one of them. And let me pull up my notes real quick, and I will tell you which verse you can look up. But guys, this is not good, right? Like, we look at this narcissism, this replacement of God in our culture is not good for us. So if you want to look it up, James 3:13-18. I posted it out on X on Sunday. But yeah, narcissism, guys, the worship of the self, putting yourself above all others is so destructive. Look at all the marriages that fail, guys. All of the relationships that you know of that failed, where did they fail? They fail usually when one person puts themselves above everyone else.
Godless narcissism is more than disbelief. It is pride and destruction. It cheers when churches are desecrated, when traditions are mocked, when morality itself is treated as a relic of the past. It thrives on outrage, fueled by the illusion that tearing down what others hold sacred somehow builds up the self. Why is religion always the target? Because religion competes with their narrative.
Yep.
We saw this in Stalin's Soviet Union, where churches were demolished and priests were executed. Why? Because religion teaches that rights come from God, not the state. Religion teaches that man and woman are not interchangeable parts of a social experiment. To a strict authoritarian system, that truth is a threat to its rule.
Yeah, guys, in general, this extreme narcissism, if you look at our culture, how much of our culture right now is just social media and other things that is all just narcissism? It's just the self. It's terrible. I don't like it. Let's check out a meme from West Virginia. Liberal men do everything wrong. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. That's some real beta shit right there, guys. Oh, man, that one's good. I like that. Thank you very much, West Virginia. That one was pretty good. We got a couple in here from Karen. What's up with using military to address crime in our cities? Oh yeah, it turns out Black lives really do matter, my guy. Like that's what happens when Black lives actually matter, you reduce crime. Yep, that makes sense. I do really like this one though. I'm going to pull this one up. Karen shared this one, but Sam posted it. Has the UK tried using Gorilla Glue yet? One drop is enough. Oh, guys. Yikes. I mean, he's not wrong. Have they tried it? I don't know. Will they? Probably not. Should they? Probably. This is who Epstein trafficked kids to. Yep. The nobody, guys. The nobody. Traffic kids to nobody. Epstein Island for Muslim. That is the United Kingdom, everybody. In case you were wondering, that is the United Kingdom. Oh, God. Here we go. If white privilege exists, then why did Elizabeth Warren pretend to be an Indian? Ooh, you know what? That is a very good question. If white privilege did exist, you would pretend to be white because then you would get privilege. That makes sense. The First Amendment is for sharing memes with friends. The Second Amendment, if they try to stop me from sharing memes. Yeah, don't try and stop us from sharing memes, guys. The Second Amendment is there to protect the First. I really like that one, Carrot. That is a good one. And last from Karen, unarmed and helpless, the way murderers, rapists, and Gavin Newsom likes women. Whew. Gavin taking shots from all sides, still in a little bit of a beef back and forth. Still a little bit of a beef back and forth with Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald is still holding #1 position from Eminem. So, hey, it's good to see. It's good to see. What else? Do we have any others? I'm just looking at the list real quick, see if we have any other memes. Looks like we have... Oh, we got some from Gardner. Let me pull these up real quick. First one, election power. We're just here to pick your fruits and veg, cast your votes. Yeah. Yep. Teed it up and you swung the club. Yeah, guys, like this. Gardner's been working on his memes. He's doing a lot better at them. But yeah, he took the we're here to pick your fruits and vegetables and just say cast your votes. Yep, makes sense. Hey, it's a thankless job, but someone's got to do it. Yep, shipping people off to El Salvador. It's not a thankless job. We appreciate it a lot. Days without a homicide in Washington, D.C. We're up to day 14 going on 15. And then you got, nope, not days, minutes without a homicide in Chicago, guys. 8.5. Yeah, Chicago's not doing great. J.B. Pritzker's really defending it. The stupid mayor really defending it, saying, we don't need your help. But turns out they do, and they just don't want it for some strange reason. Why, guys, do progressives want crime in big cities? It's so that they can keep taking things from you. Last one from Gardner. It's been called the Gulf of Mexico for 400 years, and they've been called men for thousands of years, but you were okay with changing that. Oh, Gardner with a couple of spicy memes. Yes, the devil is a Democrat, guys. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. If you haven't downloaded it yet, go download it. We got one last one from West Virginia, guys. A nice Chuck Norris meme. I, too, was once a man trapped inside of a woman's body, and then I was born. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate it. It's been a nice full hour for the evening update. September 1st. Go check out my website, linked in my profile. You can find various ways to support me. You can find ways to support the Men's Empowerment Network. You can also find ways to buy me a coffee. You can buy merch. You can do all kinds of fun stuff, guys. We are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the evening updates at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We are here on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, a little bit earlier so that we can attend the conversation with Adrian Dittman at 9. We also have Monday, we'll be starting Two Vets and a Gardener, hopefully in the coming weeks. And then we have Tuesday, the Topic Exchange, 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Christina and Shell have their Bible space, so go ahead and attend that as well. Everybody, it's been a pleasure as always. I love being here and doing this with you guys. We are the news now. Don't forget that. The mainstream media is dying. We're going to put the final nails in their coffin and make sure they stay dead. We're going to keep showing up. Eventually, I will be transitioning to do this 5 days a week for the evening update because I will be your nightly news. Just real quick. I'm looking forward to it, guys. They will be obviously shorter episodes, probably about a half hour each, because I will only be covering the news from that day. So I look forward to doing that for you guys as well. I really appreciate you all being here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. God bless everyone. Love you. Bye.